when you're in your bliss body, it's kind of like your energy doubles up, and it influences more of the space around it to also lift up in light, in joy and playfulness. It can express itself in different ways. And so that's why if we call in whatever way you can, this state of joy, and you become present with it, and you be it in whatever way it expresses through you in any given moment, because it's different every time. It's almost like you're giving air to the planet. It's like a type of air. It's a type of vibration. And we become just as helpful then to the planet when we do this, when we lift, when we choose joy. As a tree is. And trees, they have their own superpowers. They make oxygen for us, for all living things. And we need air to live. We also need to experience a sense of joy. Because if your life is filled with only pain and sorrow, it can't function. And so it's like taking away the air. Yes, you can drink water and breathe air. But if you can't choose to experience joy, you may or may not get through life. And beyond any goal of self-fulfillment is to live fundamentally a good life. And a good life can't be really determined outside of your own understanding of it, which comes with experience. So that's why when we try to reach for something, a goal or a dream, we should do it in the now moment where it's bringing us joy now. So that the body can feel the vibration of what it is you want to achieve. And when the bliss body is turned on, it's doubled in its capability to not only experience joy but to manifest that which will help it upon its deathbed to feel fulfilled. And anchoring in that space is one of the only things we're tasked with. And that's why we don't actually have as many goals as we think we do, because it's more simple than trying to tick off a bucket list. It's about experiencing the bliss body in all of its different, unique expressions. And keeping our focus there. Because when we focus on what it is we want to find, we can feel bliss at the same time as going through pain. And really, that's all every person actually across the board wants. Fundamentally, at the core, they might have convinced themselves of that. They want something more gratifying, instant gratification, but their soul, our soul, wants to experience as much light and bliss as possible, because it has bigger and greater effects, and it also wants to balance out those experiences by going through pain in a way that actually creates change and doesn't suffer necessarily more than it needs to. Simply understands deeper about itself and life. That's all I can't speak for everything, but that's all anything ever really wants. And so if we're all a bit clearer on the core experience that we value, we're all able to recognize the main intention behind consciousness, bliss body, balancing any suffering or pain we must go through to learn more about the magnificence of life and the everything that goes with it, with that, which can't be spoken about, not very easily. Or maybe it can, it's felt, it's experienced through the body. Through the emotional body, etheric body. What more? There is no more to accomplish outside of focusing on intending on choosing joy in as many moments as you're possibly capable of doing. So with this simple choice, intention, focus, because it's so simple, it actually takes a lifetime of mastery, a lifetime of practice to master this experience of the bliss body. And the more we are in the bliss body, the less questions or confusions we have pertaining to abundance, manifestation, love, because its focus is always on generating those things, firstly, from within. And because of that double effect of this vibration that is able to create joy not just in us but in our environment, in the beings around us, in the animals and the flora and fauna around us. There is no question of what life is about anymore. It's just experiencing every now-ness can. There's no question of how we can manifest more of what we want, because the eyes are looking inward and doing that right now. When we intend, when we choose and focus on inner joy, inner peace, inner love, connection, groundedness, elevation, illumination, it vibrates from our core into everything that's around us. Just like a tree will take in carbon dioxide and vibrate all around it oxygen that gives life to everything. We too are like a tree, and learn very well from them to build our roots at the same time as shake our leaves in the many rays of the sun, so that we can bring life-giving energy to everything around us, first and foremost ourselves. But it can work when you focus on something outside of you that you want to share joy or love with as well. That can be an intention or a motivation to generate that energy from inside of us. To really feel everything that's part of this super sensory experience that is our bodies. There's a lot to find within this inner world. There is energy to channel throughout every corner inside of you. Your blood, bones, skin, ligaments, organs, inner thoughts, inner energies, emotions, and interact that inner world of yours with the ground beneath you, so the ecosystem all around you that is Earth, including people, flora and fauna. And there is also this energy that's coming into you from the Earth that you share with the ecosystem, and you allow it as well to come up through all of your channels and reveal itself to the sky above, to the source of who and what you really are. which is energy first. Energy first, slowed down by the speed of thought into physical matter, into physical experiences, into light and shadow. So, experience what you wish to experience. Think, feel, sense. Everything that you love, that gives you joy, in as many moments throughout the day as you possibly can. And there will be nothing, necessarily nothing, for you to accomplish or achieve. You'll already be living, and that living in what we've just talked about is all that anything could ever ask of you, because it's so simple and yet so hard to do. We miss it. The thing that is the most obvious becomes the thing that gets forgotten. So if we remember in every moment, this is all we're tasked with. We can live and thrive, enjoy in the bliss body. In the bliss body of my body, your body, Earth's body. In co-creation and harmony with truth and family and divine law and it's so peaceful. There's nothing to be done. There's no war. There's no work. Food is plentiful. Abundance is everywhere. There's no more strife, no more struggle. There's only success in the simplest of moments, sentiments. And how can we carry this through with us every day? Constantly